Okay. Das ist doch mal eine Idee. Let's check here. 2 viewers. No chat. So. Turn on the music a little. And all right, let's try this. Making French onion soup from scratch. We need pot for that one. Do you see that? Yeah, it looks nice. Decent enough, I would say. Okay. Looking pretty good. So, what is onion soup without onions? Here I have about, 3 kilos of onions, large onions. The biggest ones I was able to get. Do I have sound again? Yes. Okay. Looking pretty good. For which we will be using a sharp knife, cutting them lengthwise twice, like this, then this. So. And then we're going to slice the onions into not really thick slices, not really thin slices, just slice them across a little, like that. And this is going to take about 2 to 3 minutes, like that. And put that to the side. But we will now accumulate a large mountain of onions. I hope this works well with the stream. I don't know about the sound, I don't know about the video quality. This is all very experimental still. And I don't really know what exactly I'm doing, but let's just try this out and see where this will go, right? Just peel that off too. Whee. It's looking pretty good on the video thing, video control. And who knows, maybe one of you will join me, or 2 even, while we do this. Maybe you can comment something nice, write me in the chat. I'll be checking it regularly. All the while, I'll be cutting up these onions. And also, you might consider wearing some eye protection, because I'm going to cry, probably. These are some huge onions. Okay, this one's not looking very nice, to be honest. So what I'll do is just rip off the outermost layer. Ah, my eyes. See that? This is not really the nicest looking thing. So what we can do is just take the knife, cut that out, and then we're good to go. Whew. Some sharp onions those are. And we're really going to be needing all of those because they might be large now, but the cooking process will boil them down a lot and make them soft, make them very caramelized and very, very tasty. I'm only crying a little. Not gonna lie, I'm crying. So, what do we have here? Same procedure, I guess. Yeah, like that. Just same thing to do. Cut that off. Maybe over here. That's looking fine, right? Whew. Wonderful. If you have like thick slices like I had right here, you can just cut them across the opposite direction, which is also totally fine. You won't be noticing a difference later on when you're boiling them down. Woo. Woo. So, last onion, right there. Oh, those are some beautiful onions. Except for the one I had, the others are looking really great. And I really hope the sound is fine, so that you can hear me nice and well. I'm not too loud, the music's not too loud, not too distracting, or even the soundscape's not too loud, I don't know. So, almost through with all the onions. Just peeling the last half. Also, it's getting quite dark outside already because it's autumn and time is different now. It gets dark earlier at this time of year. That's so many onions. Jesus Christ. What did I think when I started to make this? Almost done. Just last final chops right there. Okay, and that's already all the onions. How long did that take me? I don't know. Maybe 10 minutes? Yeah, 10 minutes-ish. Can you still see the pot when I put it over here? Or is that too far? Yes, science has taken it too far. I have to put it here. I'm sorry you don't see everything, but that will be fine, I guess. And yeah, open it up. And now we're going to heat up the pot a little, not too hot. And give it a little drizzle of nice olive oil. Like that. And also, I don't know, maybe some butter? Butter sounds nice, I guess. Where's the butter? Also, I didn't prepare any of this, so this is super unprepared, super improvised, and I'll just see where this goes. Okay, well, that's not enough. A little more. that. Okay. Perfect. Nice. Okay. So when that is while that is heating up, you can start cleaning up the kitchen a little. Get rid of all the onion stuff, all the onion peels and excess pieces you didn't need, you didn't want in that soup. Very eco-friendly, using paper bags I got from the bakery. Just reusing them instead of just tossing them out. Right. So there we go. Nice. There. Wash your hands. And also give the knife a little wash. Also, what do you think of my new knife? Isn't it cool? It's pretty cool. I like it. So, put that to the side. Dry your hands. And the butter is making noises, which is great. Now get all the onions in there. We don't want to have them on very high heat, because that way the onions will simply burn. Oh, I think I have too much onions for that small pot. Oh Jesus. I did not think this through. What am I going to do now? Well, let's just toss them in there. Well, you know what? I'm not going to toss all of them in. I'm simply going to put those in a container. Instead of throwing them out, so I can simply use them later for something else. Or maybe if I want to stretch the soup a little in the end, I could also throw those in there. That. Turn the heat down a little. What we want is we want the onions to caramelize, sort of. So build a fond at the bottom and have the juices come out of the onions as best as possible without burning them, because otherwise they'll just be bitter and don't taste as great. So yeah, that's what we're going to do now, which will require some waiting. Add some salt to the mix, and that's probably everything for the preparation we need to do now, because the onion soup, everything it needs, or everything that we're going to put into it, is going to be onions. It's going to be some vegetable broth, some bay leaves, salt and pepper, and some dry white wine. And that's already everything. So onion soup is very simple in that regard. It doesn't have many ingredients. It is very simple to make. It just requires some time and a lot of patience. Great. Yeast is also still looking good, because I'll be making a baguette in the meantime while we wait here. But first, I'm going to clean the work surface a little. To make everything a little simpler later. So, how's your day going? Anyone active? Anyone? Anything new? I'm still not really understanding why I only have one viewer, because apparently I have two on the other end. I don't know. Something to figure out later, I guess. Try and stir them a little. And yeah, let the onions soften up. That's way too many onions, by the way. You can definitely use less in the future when you're trying to make this. I would say probably, well, it entirely depends on your pot. If you have a large enough pot, you can also use a lot of onions, but mine is not as large as I thought it would be. So yeah, let's see, what do we have here? Some updates on my phone. So yeah. How about we start making the bread? Because that will require some time too, I guess. Let me just, where's my recipe for that? Dun, 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 dun. Where is the recipe? View channel. It's 400 grams of all-purpose, 10 grams of fresh yeast. Only 10 grams of fresh yeast, that's like not a lot. Where's the flour? And also the scale. Okay. And I will need bowl. All right. We are going to need 400 grams of that. I hope that's enough. A little more, a little more. There we have it, 400 grams. Put that back. Some sugar, salt. Give it a good pinch. And 10 grams of fresh yeast, which I have right here. Oops, sorry. So, I will need about, right, that's 20, that's probably 10-ish. Oh, 11. Very good guess. Very, very good guess. Put that over there. Get that back into the fridge. And I'll crumb it in. Put those in there. Also, I learned that while baking bread or baguette or pizza dough or anything like that, you actually don't need to add any sugar at all, because there's enough sugar in the flour already, or not sugar exactly, but the stuff in the sugar is in the flour, and the yeast will feed on that already. So the less you add to everything, the less work the yeast has to do, and the less work your stomach has to do in the end, basically. So that's pretty neat to know. And it will affect the taste too. It will make it taste better, because sugar makes things taste sweet, which we do not want, I guess. Except you're that kind of person who likes sweet bread, but I am not, so I won't be adding any sugar anymore. And 270 milliliters of warm water. Set that to milliliters. Too warm. So 270. Will be very high in hydration. Halfway there. $250, $260. All right, take a fork and now give it a nice little stir. Like that. Is it really 270? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. This is looking good. Just stir it a little longer, a little more. How are the onions going? Looking good? Smelling like onions, I guess? Yeah, there's so much moisture at the bottom now, which is exactly what we want. So, ooh, Jesus. Get that back in there. A little mishap. And you already see how the onions will boil down greatly, because they lose the moisture they have, which will be very big at the fond later on. So give that another simmer for about, I don't know, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Now we can get back to the dough. It's looking fine. Dry my hands a little more and get to the kneading. Making baguette is very, very satisfying. It's very pleasing, to be honest. I like making this. It's one of the most fun things to do while cooking. Making your own bread, having something fresh. This is also much cheaper than going to the bakery and buying bread. I mean, yours will probably not turn out as great as that from the bakery, but if you practice enough, you will get there, which is something that is true for everything. If you practice enough, you'll get there. Also, I think I need a little more flour for the work surface in a minute, which is what I'm going to get now. Have that rest there for a second. And also what we're going to do is take the cutting board so we can have a larger surface to work on the dough, on the bread. Just give it a little dusting like this. the side. And I also, what I do every day, every time I'm making bread, I basically only use one hand until the dough is very non-sticky anymore. So I have one hand free to do everything else I need to do. So like right now, I can use just my hand with a little flour, which will prevent the dough from sticking to the other hand. And now, knead it just for a little while until it is a cohesive and tacky ball of dough. Like that. It's getting there. I think I might need a little more flour later, but we'll see. You can also slap the dough a little, which will wake the gluten up a little and make it stickier. And it's getting there. It's not tearing already, which is great. Also, like, this is where you see that I'm not a professional at all. I only know the very basics of how to make stuff and how to make it taste good or even decent. Okay. It's getting there. Maybe use just a little more flour. Okay. Have that there. Maybe check how that is going. Still pretty good. I think I can turn the heat up a little. Don't have it to be that low. Because we do want at least some browning. We don't just want boiling, we want some browning at the bottom. Okay, we're getting there. This is almost looking like a good dough. Woohoo! Also, always try to get everything out of the bowl where you started, because you can use everything that's in there. Rather, you should use everything that's in there, because everything you don't need, or like, you need everything, but you also need to knead everything. And you need to do it very thoroughly. You want the ball of dough to be very, very smooth on the surface in the end when you're done. Whew. I'm already streaming? 1 hour? No, that can't be. Right? What time is it? It's 10 to 4. No, I can't be streaming an hour already. Okay. This is almost at the point where I think it's ready. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. What I always want to make sure is that I can use everything on my hand, so everything on this hand is going to come off and eventually be in the dough, because that would be a waste, wouldn't it? almost at the point where I would say that we're ready. I know I said that like twice already, but you know, it do be like that sometimes. Okay, get that off. Now, get the excess dough out of my fingers. Maybe even wash the hands, because you won't get rid of everything that is on your hand, but make sure to at least get off most of it. Now, don't start sticking. Yeah, this is much better. Okay. So, now you can see that we have a very smooth surface already, or at least just about to hit that point. Just tuck the bottom underneath the ball. Hello, super eminent. How are you doing? Having a good day? Okay, look at that dough. Looking pretty fine, I would say. Still a bit sticky. That's not a problem. Oop. And now, just pop it in here. Wash your hands because they're completely dirty now. Yeah, I'm having a good day too. Just some chill mood and French onion soup on a cold day. Thanks. I think it looks nice too. Dough is just something that is great. Also make sure to get everything off your hand, because I have fairly hairy hands and the dough is like, it's like a plaster. It really is. Alright. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use this towel, make it wet with some warm water, and rinse it out, or squeeze the moisture out. Everything out like this. And cover it up, put it away, and let it rest for, I don't know, an hour, maybe 1.5, until the dough has risen about to double its original size, which I didn't check what it is at now, but I'm just going to trust my intuition. What you can also do, which is what I'll be doing now, which I forgot initially, is you can give the ball of dough a little dusting of flour. Wait, just to show you. So you have your dough. What you want to do is just like take the flour, give it a very small dusting, something for the dough to feed on, for it to eat, because dough is hungry, the yeast is hungry, which is understandable. I'm hungry too, mostly. Check the soup. Ooh, it's hot. And yeah, the onions are softening up a lot. And it's also smelling so great. Like, the butter just makes the flavors pop out so much more. No, I'm not a full-time chef. I'm merely a hobby cook. I just like making food in my free time, mostly. I have learned 1 or 2 things from a chef though, which is my brother. He's a chef. But yeah, I'm just a hobby cook. making food because I like to eat. Cleaning up is the worst part. How about you? Do you like cooking? I mean, obviously you must like food. Still dough on my fingers. Like, that's what I mean, you have dough everywhere, which is not cool. Thank you for the compliment. I try my best. It's a hobby. I like making films or generally camera stuff, but yeah, making food is just, you need to be able to cook nowadays. Also, it's so much better than going out to eat. You like eating? Yeah, me too. Also, cheers, having a coffee. What kind of foods do you like to eat? Anything special? So this is kind of a point where we're almost done with stuff to do for the moment. And it's kind of warm in here. I didn't expect that. Give that another stir. As you can see, we have like so much moisture at the bottom, which is, this is the gold stuff. This is what we want. This is all we want. Now I'm going to turn the heat up a little because we have so much moisture. Yeah, cleaning is the tough part, that's true. So I turned the heat up a little to get the moisture out a little and infuse with the onions. And also now I'm going to start making the fond at the bottom. So the fond is the browning of the food, the caramelization of the sugar, because onions are very high in sugar. I'm from India and vegetarian, mostly like spicy food. Oh yeah, spicy. Like, I love curry. I love everything curry, basically. I haven't made or tried green curry yet, which I will do soon, hopefully. But red curry, yellow curry, I love it all. And being vegetarian is also great. You have so many alternatives to eating meat. Or not even alternatives, you can just not eat meat and it's perfectly fine too. I like eating meat sometimes, but I mostly do vegetarian stuff on my channel, which you probably saw already. So there's, I think, 3 recipes with meat in there. I don't eat meat that often. The onions are starting to simmer now. And I will go and get a bottle of wine, which we will use in a second. Be right back. You found my channel via Reddit, that's cool. I gave up hope posting things to Reddit because I barely do any views on there, so I'm mostly just hanging around doing, I don't know, comments on Reddit. But I mean, I think I'll keep posting the videos just for the extra few views, but it's great. I'm glad to have you here. All right, now let's do some of the cleaning, which is every time you make a dish which requires a lot of waiting, you can just use the time of waiting for some cleaning, and you have to do less later, which is great. It's only a win-win. And also the cleaning takes away some of the waiting time. You'll be big soon? Huh. I surely hope so. Would be great. Would be great. By the way, how do you like the stream idea? Do you think live streaming cooking is fun? Or do you think I should stick to the original format? Because the onion soup is not going to be like the original video style I usually make. Because I'm just going to upload the entire live stream of how I made it. I think I'm not going to edit it too much, or if at all even. So yeah, I think I will still do like the regular cooking videos, but it is fun. Yeah, it is fun. I like it a lot too, especially having like a little viewer engagement is pretty cool. I have to admit. Okay, this is looking fine. I can take out the cutting board again. That. Oh, that's onion. Yeah, keep making videos. That will probably be the best idea. Because I like, to be honest, I hear so many people complain about the editing part, but I actually love the editing. I like sitting in front of Premiere and splicing through the entire raw footage, but I don't have the camera setup I have now, or rather, I can't set the cameras up like I would do usually, so that will be hard to do in the future. That's pretty steamy. I just saw it. So get that away from there. Maybe even open a window. Okay. It smells like onion in here. So much onion. But the steam should be gone already. Yeah, looking good. So do you have anything you would like to see, or want to watch a European man make from India? A part of the things I already did. What is it that you do other than cooking? On the channel or in general? Because in general I'm a student. I study at university, and on the channel I have big plans. Or rather, some plans, I guess. Also, I think I need to get a charger for my second. I'll be back in a second. As I said, this is totally unprepared and improvisational. In general, try making momos. What is momos? I never heard of momos. Is it? Oh, it's USB-C. Oh, I see. It is a dish. Okay. So then I will just Google what momos is. If I like it, I'll try it. So where's my phone? There it is. What is momos? Momos. Not momos. Momos. Oh, momos. Oh, it's a kind of dumpling. That's cool. I like dumplings. A momo. Sesame, yellow, and red garlic chili sauce. Oh, that sounds amazing. White flour, water dough, vegetable or cheese filling, served with tomato and sesame chutney dip, tomato soup, soybean, and sesame soup. Oh, that sounds great. I will do. You eat it with sauce. Yeah, I saw. But I think the sauce will make it worth it. Okay, now the onions have boiled down so much. They have lost so much moisture, which is great. And they should keep doing that. Just that. I think I won't add the onions I put away earlier, because I will just use them for something else. And I don't want the dish to be like overly large and over the top. Yeah, like that. So, oh, turn the heat up to 7. So yeah, how do you make momos? Dun, 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 dun. Momos. How do momos taste? No. Momo recipe. Momo's recipe. I only make like Japanese. So long, how does this soup take? This entirely depends on your patience. You can make onion soup that will simmer and sit overnight. You can make onion soup that will take about an hour or two, or you can make an onion soup that will take 20 to 30 minutes. I will settle somewhere between 2 to 3 hours probably. I won't be streaming the entire cooking process. Probably. I will probably do it until the bread is done and finish the rest off camera and upload it when I do with the entire recipe. So yeah, you want to let the onions simmer until they're very soft and the sugars have caramelized a lot. And yeah, this is a patient dish, a very patient dish. Similar to the 24-hour chili I made, but I won't let it simmer for 24 hours because I want to eat something tonight. Yeah, it's going. Watch it go. So traditionally, you eat onion soup or French onion soup with baguette, and that's why I wanted to make my own. It's the same recipe I uploaded a few weeks ago or months ago, because it's been such a long time. And then when the soup is done, you put it into a bowl and put some pieces of bread over there, and then add cheese to the top and then bake them for another few minutes. And then you have a very cheesy, bready onion soup, which is very hearty and full and makes you feel good on a cold day because it's a very warm dish. Okay, I still need to find out how you make momos. Because preferably I want to do the dumplings myself, like from scratch. Oh, so it's very similar to dim sum. Is it similar to dim sum, the momo? Momos can be steamed, baked, or deep fried. Oh, deep frying momos also sounds great. I like deep frying things. Pav bhaji. Did I say that right? Right? Pav bhaji? More of dumpling. Okay, I will search that too. Pav bhaji. Bhaju. Bhaji. Right. A fast food dish consists of thick vegetable curry served with soft bread roll. Oh. Potatoes, onions, carrots, chilies, peas, bell peppers, tomatoes. Oh, that looks good. That looks real good. More of dumpling is closed. Okay, yeah. Because I have a cookbook in the other room for dim sum, or everything dim sum. I have a few Asian cookbooks because I like Asian food, which is I think it's a very European thing. We like Asian food, most of us. Or the entire world likes Asian food. So how are we doing? It's simmering and it's hot. Okay. I need to leave the top off for the moisture to escape and get the browning done. So I will turn up the heat and get as much moisture out as possible. I haven't really decided on how often I'm going to stream. Today it just fit in my schedule. Yeah, so I will see how that goes. It looks nice. Yeah, it does. It smells nice. I wish you could smell it. We're getting there. It'll take a few more minutes. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so oniony. What are you studying? I am studying linguistics. I'm a language guy. I study English and German. Don't ask me what I'm going to do with it, because that's something I get asked often and I have no answer to. Are you studying, or what do you do in your free time when you're not eating? Okay, I can start to feel how the browning is starting at the bottom. The heat is turned up very high at the moment, so it's at 8 of 10. So I need to watch for that a little more carefully now. The baguette is looking nice. It's rising. Still needs to rise a little longer though. And I think in the meantime I'm going to do some of the dishes, or like wash some of the dishes, because I don't want to be doing that later. I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I study languages, English and German at university. So literary and cultural studies. Oh, I think the soup might be too loud, to be honest. Need to maybe like put this one here. Could be better. I don't know. I hope so. How long is this stream? Oh, it's 1 hour now. That's great. You work at the bank. Great. Planning for a future or something of my own. Today being weekend, I really don't have any work. Yeah. I worked the weekend too. Like yesterday and the day before. We do stuff. And I still need to do some things for university, which I'll be doing maybe tonight or something. I don't know yet. But I'll see. We'll be fine though. So what is it you do at the bank? Are you like an accountant or bank teller or something like that? Do the stream on weekends if that works for you. Yeah, it actually works best for me on the weekends. So, because I have the most free time on the weekend. Okay, I can smell the caramelization. Now you don't see it yet too much, but you feel it already, and you can smell it. Because you initially have like a very very like sharp, oniony smell. What you are a personal banker, sales most of it, insurance accounts, etc. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. I'm not that good with numbers. That's why I do languages. So yeah, where was I? Initially, you have a very sharp oniony smell when doing this, but as it starts to caramelize, you will see and smell that it will be much sweeter and much richer. So yeah, it smells a little earthier if you could understand what that means. It's very hard to describe smells. So we're getting there. I'll show you the font as soon as I have like a good font going. But right now I can add some black pepper, grind it in. Yeah, just a little more. Okay, that looks good. Like that. Also, can you hear the music? Is it distracting or anything like that? Or is it just me who hears the music? Studied computer applications, currently want to go back to IT field or do a startup or something I like. As of now, struggling, has no idea what to do. I mean, computer applications could be pretty cool. Go back to IT. Okay, you can hear the music, which is nice. That is great. As of now, struggling, has no idea what to do. Yeah, I feel you on that. This is basically me too. I also don't have an idea of what I'm going to do in the future or something. I'm just gonna wing it, probably. Okay, now you hear the fond as well, like you hear the browning, the frying that's going on, but it'll take another second. And now, as you can see, it is so much less onion than it was in the beginning. So we were almost filled to the brim, and now we're like 1/3 down at the bottom, which is what I said in the beginning. So, but I think it will be enough for me. Like, this recipe is going to be for, I don't know, 2 to 3 portions. Maybe 4, depending on how large your hunger is. But we will add like very sizzle sounds. Yeah, it's the greatest sound. Like right here, there you can begin to see like browning spots at the bottom. Keep the heat up high. And just wait for another few minutes. Can open the wine now. Smells like white wine. That too. And we're also going to need 1 or 2 bay leaves. Make it 2. And that's already mostly it, I guess. Do you like this? Hi. I like Stargate. Yeah. How's it going? Feeling good today? Okay, there we have the fond I was waiting for. Sizzle sounds. Okay, there we have it. It's not burnt, so don't worry about that. It's not burnt yet. It's just about to be burnt. And this is exactly the point where we are going to add a very healthy amount of white wine. Just like a good splash. Which will help break the fond at the bottom. As you can see, maybe here, that's better. Yeah, it breaks the fond at the bottom and infuses it into the soup. And you will see, this is also where the soup will get like a very brownish color. Nice cooking, bro. Hope yours too. Yeah. Now that you are here, I'm doing much better. And now, along with the wine, we're going to add about 500 milliliters of vegetable broth and another 500 milliliters of water to make it a soup. Oh. Close up the wine. I should have a sip, to be honest. Throw the bay leaves in there. Give it a little stir. And now it's looking like a soup already. So, put on the lid and let it simmer. Week. Bye, got to go. We'll see you next week. All right, see you next week. Thanks for joining in. Okay, now we let that simmer for about another 30 minutes. See how the bread is going. It's getting there, still needs to go a little longer. Hope to see a video on this soup later. That looks nice, yeah. I will upload the video. I'm not sure if I'm going to edit it or not, but you'll have to see, or you'll have to wait. Looking good, that looks nice. Yeah, it does, it does. Also with the wine, it does smell great. It really does. All right. Ugh. So Dawn, what are you up to? Pav bhaji and momos. Yeah, pav bhaji and momos. I will look it up and I will try to make those sometime in the future. Flyzo, from the title I thought this was some weird stream of people actually dipping toes into food. Yeah. You wish. Maybe like at 1K subscribers I will dip my toe into food, but this is going to be dipping my toes into a stream of YouTube. Would fit the weird recommendations YouTube is fingering around. Well, kinda, but I would be weirded out if that was my recommendation. I really don't. I really do not. Yeah. Maybe I will, and I will send you a personal video. I'm chilling at the PS4. That's great. I haven't turned on my PS4 in days, I think. Or... Oh no, that's not true. I played God of War yesterday. The first one, the very first one. Tried out the free PlayStation Now subscription for 7 days. And I also need to drink something. Oh, turn on the heat. You look like the type of person who has a burger store. I mean that in a good way. Honestly, if I had the money and the time, or at least if I had the money, I would open a burger store. No joke. Having burgers are great. God of War is nice. Yeah, it is. I didn't expect the level of bad graphics from the first one. I mean, it's a 10-year-old game, but it has aged. Let's just say it like that. It has aged. Sounds great. I heard now is the perfect time to go and get into gastro. It's the perfect time to get into delivery services, I guess. I wouldn't do dine-ins, but drive-thrus. Isn't it like 15 now? I think God of War 1 is 2010, isn't it? Wait. Time flies, doesn't it? God of War. The very first God of War. Oh no, God of War 3 is 2010. So God of War 1 is even older than that. Yeah, it's 2005. You're right. It's 2005, 2007, and then 2010. Damn, the game's old. Okay, yeah. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like banana. I gotta remember that one. It's a good one. By the way, Flyzo, do you still do Dirt Rally and Forza and driving cars stuff? I haven't been on Twitch in a long time. Damn, we're old. Yeah. Remember? Yeah, I remember Toggle Flick and Lick. I remember having one. Like I was at the swimming pool and I bought one at the kiosk, and then I put it into the pocket of my pants, and then I went back into the water. I never did Forza. I'm a Sony boy. Okay, sorry. You never did Forza? Oh, you did. You did Dirt Rally though. I remember doing Dirt Rally. Did you do Dirt Rally? Or was it Gran Turismo? I have no idea about car games. I only watched you a few times playing car games. Literally sitting in my racing seat right now. Yeah. So when are you going to stream again? Maybe I'll hop in. You do Dirt Rally. All right, bye Don. It was nice having you. I'll text you later maybe. I'll remember to. I wanted to text you so many things, but I always forget. Gran Turismo and Assetto Corsa. Forza wouldn't be up my alley anyway. Okay, I've never heard of Assetto Corsa. You'll see. Okay. Oh yeah, the soup is smelling so great. It really is. Okay. Watching dough rise is actually pretty satisfying. Peace. It's all good, no worries. Alright, great. It's actually really nice having like people in the chat. So Assetto Corsa is more like hardcore sim. Okay, I don't dare stream that because I humiliate myself too much in that one. Well, you should. Maybe you really should. Just try it out at least once. I think it would be fun. A little humiliation never hurt. Ah, Jesus. It's 16:35. I go on AC like have confidence and Spinning go no confidence. I would love to see that. I make montages of like fail stuff. That would be fun, I guess. Like, how hard can it be? It's the type of sim where you have to manually map a button on your steering wheel dedicated to steering your engine. Oh. Oh, okay. Like, isn't it just like if it's hardcore sim, it's just like regular driving? Maybe you just gotta spend more money on the setup, or drive like in a car. Does it run on a Tesla? On the Tesla screen? The big iPad thingy in the middle? That would be fun. So you can drive while you drive. Yeah, stream some practice sessions later. Regular driving is hard on that level. Oh, so it's the easy mode you're worried about. Maybe hard is easier. Sometimes more is less and less is more, or something. This game made by Europeans, so it barely runs on... Hey, wait. What happened to the camera? Okay, I think the camera just died. The battery died. Big cam froze, by the way. Yeah, I saw that. It wasn't fully charged, so I guess this is just... Is it charging now? Yeah. Turn it off. Whoa. Then how about we just swap to this one, hey, and have a little cozy chat. Just get a chair. Okay. How's that going? F4 cam, yeah. Big F4 cam. Oh. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. It's like watching a 3D VTuber. I wonder how we should call those. What is a VTuber? I never heard that term. Like, I don't know what a VTuber is. Like a vlogger? A live streamer? I don't know. What is VTuber? Also, the dough is looking real nice now. Maybe I can work with that. Still needs a minute. Do not ask and don't go down that rabbit hole. Imagine anime but live. Okay, I will not on your advice because I'm not that much into anime. Imagine watching an animated character stream video games and interact with chat. Okay. I think I actually saw one of those videos already. It's weird. You don't need that, I guess. Beep. Yeah, that was, if I put my arm on here, like that, it will just do like a beep sound in a minute. Like that. I will keep doing that until I take off my arm. Anyways, yeah, I gotta go. Alright, see you later. Thanks for joining in. Maybe I'll stream on YouTube later. Yeah, great, do that. I'll see if I have time. I will definitely join in. I will probably be doing uni stuff, but I'll definitely join in. It's time to get back dough. Also, I don't have a thumbnail yet, which I better do in a minute. Okay. So, how's the camera going? Is it still running? See that. Okay. It's quite empty. It is quite empty. So, I guess that is the cue that we will have to make do with the camera I have now, which isn't the best, but it's better than nothing, I guess. So let's go like that. Yeah, it's looking like shit, but I mean, I can't do anything about that now. Right. Take that. put it here. And now we give the dough a second round of kneading. But before we will do that, I will check the soup. And the soup is looking real good. The camera needs to rest for another moment. I wanna finish with the camera active, so yeah, I will give the dough a second round of kneading, and I will just open that. Paper. Oh wait, let me try something. Okay. So let's just make a break message. Break. Okay. So Okay, I'm back. And the camera is still dead. I probably need a second battery for it so that I can just simply switch it out when that happens again. But I don't have one now, so we'll have to make do. Anyway, don't forget, the dough has risen nicely, and I'm just getting it out of the bowl to give it a second round of kneading. Get that too. There. Oh. I wonder if anyone else is here. Probably not. But that's fine. I don't mind. It is a very, like the dough right now, perfect. It's very tacky, it's not sticky, but it sticks to your hand, but it comes off clean. And that was not on purpose. And I don't even need to flour the surface anymore because, yeah, it's a very pliable dough. Let's just put it like that. So, I'm done with that. Okay. Good looking ball of dough. And now we're going to use a knife. My knife will work fine for this. Cut it in half. You don't have to measure it. This is an eyeball thing. So get that one over here in the back. Where's the flour? Do I still have the flour anywhere? Because I'll need that for the baking sheet. And now form small baguette thingy. Just slap it down. Like this. A little dusting of flour because we don't want the baguette to be sticking to the paper as it rises. That will make it tear and not look pretty. So let me just stretch it out like a pizza dough. Get a little air in there. Roll it up. Maybe a little more. Also, it's very pliable. It's a very light ball of dough. Very light. Stretch it out, make it, shape it into something that resembles a baguette. quite happy with it yet. I mean, it still needs to rise a second time, but I want to be happy with it. I want to be happy with the perfect little sausage baguette thingy. So for this, why is there so much lag? I don't get the lag. Oh, is it the laptop? It's pretty heating. How's the camera? The battery. Still very, very empty. Yeah, that's more like it. Look at that. Plop it down. Give it a few shallow cuts. And that's more like it. Give it a little extra dusting of flour, so when you put a baking sheet on top of it, and this will prevent it from sticking to that. And this one won't do. Not at all. Do I have an alternative? I think I have some more. Perfect. Put that on there. And now we're going to let that sit for about half an hour, maybe a little longer. This is trash. This is plastic. It's still not great. Still not great. How about I tackle the issue of not having a thing yet. So I'll probably just only stream for another 10 minutes. because I just want to get like one more picture of the onion soup, which is looking actually pretty done to me already. Now it simply needs to simmer and develop more flavors. Yeah, and then I will finish the rest off screen, or at least there is not that much to finish. I'll just bake the bread and take a nice picture, which will eventually become the thumbnail of the dish, I guess. So, work surface is clean. Maybe dry it. Why isn't it charging? Charge. Dinkle wheat. I'm confused. Okay, now it's charging. Let's see how that goes. Another drink. Now the video is better. I think it was just my connection, my internet acting up again. I think it's simply, if I turn it on, it stops like the immediate charge, I guess. Yeah, that's probably the issue. Yeah, the bitrate is down a little, I don't know. It's at 1600 and it's supposed to be at 4500, which is, it's a lot less than it's supposed to be. I mean, the quality is still good according to this, but I don't know. I hope the audio is still okay. I mean, it doesn't look pretty. I admit, I wouldn't watch that. It's a very blurry image. But I gotta make do for that for now. So, no viewers, no chat. Happens. It happens. Okay, maybe I will simply just try and turn on the camera for just a minute in the hopes that it won't die immediately. Does it still charge? Yeah, it does. And see how it goes. So let's switch to this one. Okay, we're back with the good camera, or the better camera, and this is how this soup is looking now. Very deep in the color, very brown, very nice. It smells fantastic too, so let's give it just a little taste for seasoning and then see if we need to add anything else. So just get me some pieces of onion and some soup. It's hot. This tastes so good. Onion soup is so simple to make. I'll just add a little extra salt to make the flavor a little richer, a little richer. Perfect. And maybe even some pepper. And to be honest, that's already it for French onion soup. This is very easy to make, just takes a little time, takes a lot of patience, but once you've done it, once you're done with it, it tastes amazing. I mean, it looks like you would an onion soup. You would expect to. Let me rephrase that. It looks like you would expect an onion soup to look. It's dark in color. It kind of looks like a mushroom stew, but it is very rich in taste. It's very delicious. I like it a lot, especially on cold winter days or autumn days where you're staying inside and the light is getting bad also, so I'll just have to deal with that. Turn the heat off and just let it rest for another, I don't know, until the bread is done basically, which can take a few hours. That's a very flat bread. It's not a flat bread, but it's very flat. And yeah, how long have you been streaming? The stream was online for almost exactly 2 hours now, which is pretty cool for a first stream. And I will thank everyone, or rather, let me just finish here. In order to finish the onion soup, we will bake the bread, bake the baguette, and then cover it up with, or put the soup in a bowl, add the bread on top of it, and cover it up with some nice French sharp cheese, maybe some, I don't know, maybe some Gruyere, or I also like to use a very sharp cheddar. Yeah, and then maybe some Parmesan as well, some Parmesan Reggiano, which will give it a little extra tangy taste, and then